What you have at the moment, Mr. Rohn, you've attracted by the person you've become. What you have at the moment, you've attracted by the person you've become. Few little simple principles here. Once you understand these, it starts to explain so much. Now, sometimes it's a little tough to take, blaming yourself instead of the marketplace. Taking responsibility instead of putting it off on someone else. That transition sometimes is a challenging mission. And this one was a little tough for me. He said, Mr. Rohn, you've got pennies in your pocket, you've got nothing in the bank, the creditors are calling, you're behind on your promises. And he says, here's how that occurs. You've attracted, up until now, you've attracted the things to you because of the person you've become. Now I said, well, how can I change all that? He said, very simple. If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside. To have more, you simply have to become more. And then he said, don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Start working on yourself, making these personal changes. And he said, it'll all change for you.
What come out your mouth is what's going to come back to you. It's the law of attraction. I can't meet nobody because of COVID. You're not. All men are dogs. You finna meet all of them. I never get nobody. You're not. I can't lose this weight. You sure ain't. I'm gonna get fit this year. Strong possibility. I'll never be rich. Promise you, you won't. I'm gonna be rich one day. Strong possibility. It's how it works, man. It's the law of attraction. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or adhere to it. It is the law of attraction. It will never change. Everything I have is cause I say. Everything you have is cause you say. If you change what you say, you change the moment you say it, you begin to change. It's the process. If you think big, you'll be big. If you think small, you'll be small.
God can call you one thing, but if you call yourself something different, you can override what God says. Not because we're that powerful, but God works where there's faith. God calls you blessed. But if you go around saying, I'm not blessed, I can't get ahead, I never get any good breaks, what you're calling in will override what God promised. God said you have been fearfully and wonderfully made. He calls you confident, secure, well able. But if you say, I'm not that talented, I'm not as smart as my sister, I don't have a good personality, what you're calling in will override what God has spoken.
You know what you should do? Every time you get a chance to experience first class, you should do it because it plants a seed. It's like the next time you buy an airplane ticket, just ask for an upgrade. Pay a little extra money, fly first class. What it does is it conditions your mind. Once you get in first class and you see how wide the seats are, and you find out why they shut that curtain, see, because they shut that curtain because they can't let you see what's going on up there. They passing out hot nuts. Everybody get a washcloth. They got a menu. You get to decide what you want. All the drinks is free. Once you sit in first class one time, the next time you get on a plane, it's very difficult to walk past them seats. And then your mind starts thinking of ways to get back to first class. And guess what? That's what you start attracting to your life. And you start behaving and producing stuff to get you back into first class. That's how you move up. You just like buy you one really expensive outfit. Just see how it feels. That shit is high for a reason. Don't think they down there just putting prices on. Buy a really expensive pair of shoes, ladies. Buy a really expensive purse one time. Just go on down there, buy the real Louis Vuitton that ain't ever on sale. Louis Vuitton don't even have sales. Just get you one. When you carry it, it changes your life. It will then cause your mind to subconsciously produce thoughts to get another one. And next thing you know, you attract the thing you need to produce the outcome that you want. Life is all about the law of attraction. That's how you do it. Just try it.
It's not enough to just hope something happens. Just believe a dream will come to pass. Just think positive and that situation will turn around. You have to take the next step and call it in. Words give life to our faith. When you're sick, you need to call in healing. Father, thank you that you're restoring health back into me. Thank you that by your stripes I am healed. That's not just quoting scripture, that's calling in health, calling in wholeness. If you're struggling in your finances, you need to call in abundance. I am blessed. I am prosperous. Father, thank you that you're supplying all of my needs. Thank you that you're a more than enough God. You just called in promotion, called in opportunity. Maybe you're single and wanting to meet someone. It's fine to pray about it. It's fine to believe. Why don't you call in that spouse? Father, thank you that you have someone awesome coming my way. You said no good thing would you withhold because I walk uprightly. You have to call in divine connections. You can be specific. I call in someone loving, someone kind, godly, good-looking, well-off, fun. As long as you can back it up with scripture, you can call it in. Well, Joel, I can't just say things and it's going to happen. It's already happening. You are who you are today in part because of what you've been saying about yourself, because of what you've been calling in. Well, I'll never get out of debt. My business is so slow. You just called in lack, called in struggle. I'll never meet the right person. I hadn't had a date in years. You just called in loneliness. Pay attention to what you're calling in. The scripture says we will eat the fruit of our words. What we're constantly talking about, we're inviting into our life. Don't invite defeat. Don't invite lack. If you're struggling with an addiction, don't say another time, I'll never break this bad habit. I've had it so long. You need to start calling in freedom. All through the day, I am free. I am clean. I am whole. No weapon formed against me will prosper. You can't call in defeat and have victory. You can't call in lack and have abundance. Start calling in what you want and not what you have. The scripture says, let the weak say, I am strong. It doesn't say, let the weak say, I am weak. Why? That's calling in more weakness. You have to call in strength, call in vitality, call in passion. Don't go around saying, I am so tired. I never have any energy. I don't know what's wrong with me. All that's doing is making it worse. You're calling in more of what you don't want. Turn it around. I am strong. I am full of energy. I will run and not be weary. I will walk and not faint. Don't say what you feel. Say what God says about you.